Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Cody from the Lingoholics Podcast. Welcome to our channel. In this video, I will be talking about 8 of the activities that I use in my daily routine to learn languages. And if you are not already doing all of these in your daily language routine, then I definitely recommend it because it'll take your language learning to the next level. So with that being said, let's get started. Number 1, books and textbooks. So for me, this is my main weapon that I use when I'm in the beginner and lower intermediate stages of learning a language. I am a very visual-based learner, so I remember things much more efficiently if I see them in the written word form. Number 2, listening to podcasts.
Oh, Kari und Manuel, ihr seid so witzig.
Oh Gott, tu es trop drôle. 너무 웃겨요. This is something that I do with the languages that I am more advanced in because it's much more enjoyable to listen to a conversation that you actually kind of enjoy. But with my languages that I'm more of an intermediate level or even like high beginner, I will still listen to podcasts just to get my ear really tuned to the language and to see how it sounds. And yeah. Number 3, talking to native speakers.
Voulez-vous coucher? Me encanta cuando me llamas señorita. 북한 아니면 한국 살아요?
There are 2 ways that I do this. So it's either with friends that I have made in real life or with people that I've met online through apps such as HelloTalk. And if there's any one thing that you should do in your language learning routine, it is definitely this one because it gives you a direct link to the language. And plus, it's always much more fun to learn when you have a friend involved. Number 4, taking a class.
잘 모르겠어요. 몰라요? 다시 한번 주세요. 몰라요.
Taking a class. This is another great primary weapon to use when you are learning a new language. So you can either take a class in real life, you can take a class online with other people, or you can do something like italki where you just have a one-on-one teacher. And in my experience, that is what really works well with me, is just taking a one-on-one class with somebody, because you get all that speaking and listening time. It's very engaging, and you're learning new vocabulary the whole time. You're getting corrected for mistakes every time, and it's a fantastic primary method to learn a new language. Number 5, writing.
Du hast. 等一下，我不会写。
So you can do this with pen and paper, you can do it with your phone, your computer, whatever your preference is. But the reason that writing is so good is because it really allows your brain to just slow down and process all of the information and everything that you have learned up to that point. Number 6, YouTube.
Today's joke is 오리가 하늘을 날면서 요리가 되면? Meaning, what is it when a duck becomes food while flying? Yes, already the question itself is nonsense, but the answer is 푸드덕.
YouTube is a great resource if you really struggle with the more nerdy and like technical aspects of language learning. So if you really want to feel like you just want to be entertained a little bit and learn something at the same time, then YouTube is a great resource. There's so many great language learning channels out there. Number 7, flashcards.
주말이 뭐예요?
I think flashcards have a little bit of a bad rap because of the experience that a lot of people have had with them in high school and middle school or whatever. And they're actually really effective learning tools if you know how to utilize them properly. So instead of just writing down one word and then repetitively reviewing that, you should actually write out a sentence and put that new vocabulary word in context, because it gives it much more meaning and it makes it much easier to remember. And you're also reviewing other words and grammatical points in that certain context. So if you're going to use flashcards, you should definitely do it with that kind of method in mind. And the last one, number 8, Netflix.
Huele de puta madre, huele mejor que el cordero asado, papá, que el cordero asado. Aus welcher Zeit bist du?
Die Frage ist nicht aus welcher Zeit, sondern aus welcher Welt.
Netflix. So this is something that's very similar in form to YouTube. So it involves you just sitting back and relaxing and watching something. And the thing I like about Netflix is that you can really just, you're not quite turning your brain off like you would be watching something in your native language, but it does feel very relaxing. And if you feel like you don't want to sit down and like with your flashcards and your books, then watching a series or a movie on Netflix is a great way to practice your language. All right, everybody, that is it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel. And if you don't already, then you should definitely check out our podcast where we dive into these types of topics way more in depth in a very relaxed and casual environment. You can listen to us on Spotify, SoundCloud, TuneIn Radio, and iTunes. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.